As before, you'll create a new application with a blank activity. Android Studio will take you to the activity designer, and as you can see here, it's populated with a very basic Hello World text field. I'm going to paste in the UI declaration for the activity recognition app, and you'll see the code for this in the instructor notes below the video. So I'll just replace all of this with my code. And my code, as you saw, had the two buttons for requesting activity update and for removing activity update, and then this text view which just had the details of the activities. Now you'll see that there are some errors. This is because I don't have any strings set up. These are values that you specify using XML files, keeping them separate from the UI declaration. This is good practice. To this point in the course I've been hard coding them, but that's not a best practice. I'm not going to go into detail on explaining them now. Check out the Android Fundamentals courses or the documentation for how they work. It's pretty straightforward, and once you've done it a few times it becomes second nature. I'm just going to paste in these string values, and you can get the code from the instructor notes. Strings are in res values strings.xml. You can see there isn't much in here, and I'm going to paste the new stuff in. So now I've pasted in all the different string resources that I'm going to be using in this application. And if I go back to my layout file, we'll see that the red has gone away, that those errors are now fixed. Next, as you've done before, you'll need to update your build.gradle to use the services libraries. Build.gradle can be found in your Gradle scripts, and that's the one for the module app. And you can see it here. I'm just going to paste in my Play Services version. Do remember that while you're building this, to check the version of the library, I'm just using 6.5.plus here. If you have a later version of the library, use that, and also try to use the specific latest version of the library you have on your machine, as we demonstrated earlier. For the purpose of keeping things simple, I'm putting the plus in here, but that's bad practice. Also, the name may change. Just look out in the documentation. At the moment, it's called com.google.android.gms:/play services, but this name may change over time, so just keep an eye out for that. Once you've done with that, you then also need to update the app manifest. The first thing that you're going to add to the app manifest are details on the services libraries that you're going to use. You enter these just above the closing application tag, and I'm just going to paste mine in. You see right now it has red indicating an error, but when I do my next Gradle sync, that will go away. You don't need to worry about that. And then the final thing that you need to add to your app manifest is the ability to use the activity recognition APIs. And you do this with a user's permission tag. So I'm just going to go to underneath my application tag, and I'll paste in the user's permission. So you can see I'm just setting it to user's permission, and the Android name is the activity recognition details. So now my manifest is set up, my build.gradle is set up. So I've done everything I need for my project to work for activity recognition. So now all we have to do is actually write the project.